Hello, hello, hello. It's not Tuesday. I am well aware, but I'm happy you're here. Let's take 10 minutes, just you and me. Let's take 10 minutes and let's have a conversation, right? After a little popular reception and popular request, thought I'd do another video. Especially since I got time. I've got COVID, got Febreze here. Not shit. Can't smell a fucking thing. Ain't that some shit? That sucks. But it's alright. It's like you and me here, we'll have a 10-minute conversation. I thought today, the last time we talked, we had a conversation about, what it means to live a good life, right? And I think the biggest thing of aspect of, living a good life is, love. Finding love, love between your friends, your family, what have you, to love people and to be loved. And a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people struggle finding that. A lot of people struggle understanding it, and who the hell wants to, live a life without it? It's a very lonely life. It's the best thing of it, right? So I thought we'd talk about that today. For me personally, um, I, I think to understand love is you understand people, right? You have to understand, what it means to go through experiences and some of the deepest connections you can form with people is through relatability, right? And if you've gone through shit, if you've gone through pain, suffering and bad experiences, and you've had other people with you, that is when you can truly form a bond with people. You don't want to form like trauma bonding. I went through some shit, you went through some shit, let's just cope together. We don't want none of that. But the understanding that people find connections with people through the ability to relate with them. And I use suffering. I use suffering as my biggest one. People that have suffered the most and have suffered in general, I find it, more relatable. I find that you become more of a real person when you've gone through the grind or you've gone through the shit and you've really been put to the test. And I think it's at those moments that you truly find, people that you care about, people that you love. Because it feels great to be patted on the back when you had a good grade, things are going good for you. You had a great time. You get to go spend time with people at the bar. You go clubbing, and have good experience with them when you're feeling good. But, really, the honest, in my opinion, right? In the honest show of character and show of appreciation and love you can show for people is when they're in the shit. When they're really suffering, they're really down on it. They're getting the shit beat in them, and being there for them. That means more to people than anything. As I'm sure you've been, in your own life. You know, Whether it just be with depression or, abuse, what have you, having people that you can console and just be like, you know what, man, I'm in a real fucking shitter right now, I'm in a real grind piece of shit and I need help, And being able to lean on people when you're in a real weak spot and for them to truly listen to you, care about you, that's love. And it's stuff like that that truly resonates with people. And when you do that for somebody else, you didn't buy shit for them. You didn't buy them a candy bar and said, "Good luck, hopefully you feel better." No, you actually listened to them. You were there for them to support them, help them. That is what truly resonates with people. That shows love. Your actions. Your actions when somebody truly needs your help. And hopefully they've earned it. Hopefully, they've done enough to earn it. But, that's where you find love. And the people that, are there to help you. And you hold on to those sons of guns. Oh, Lord. You find people like that do that for you. You got to hold on to them. I use, for example, I love to use my father. My father was abusive, verbally, emotionally, and stuff like that. It's a great rule of thumb to pull from. But when my father finally passed away, truly in a real tough spot in my life, being able to have so many friends come and support me. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but at least 11, 11 to 13 people. They didn't want a dollar or a dime for me. I bought them pizza, made sure to give them beer to show my love and support for them, for helping me in my time of need. But, to see that many people coming and support me, that means the world to me. I break my back for every single one of them, and try to give it back to them. Because that's what you have to do. When people support you, after they see that you're really in the shit, you got to try to give it back to them. Of course they're gonna say, I don't, you don't owe anything to me, but that's how you show it back. Is when they're in the shit, you try to do the same thing. And I can't say it enough how much I appreciative of having friends like that in my life, and I hope everybody to have that ability. But the biggest thing to get that relationship with people is to acknowledge, somebody's in a spot, being communicative, being able to talk with people, right? You know, in relationships, it's communication, being able to talk to people, being able to pick up someone's body language, like, oh, something's not right here, and how they're communicating with you, if they're isolating. A lot of people, when they're in the tough shit, sometimes they'll self-isolate themselves, and being able to pull them out, whether they get pissed at you, whether you like it or not, showing that you love and care about them and you want to support them. That's love. The biggest thing I would say to have a healthy relationship with people, and being able to, love people is to be able to take criticism. A lot of times you're going to find people that you love and they'll give you hard fucking love. Some shit that you might not like to hear. And you might want to curse at them. You want to tell them to fuck off. The whole 9 yards. But at the end of the day, what I say to people is I am going to give you the respect to say how I feel, honestly, respectably to your face. Because I respect you, right? And then I'm hoping that you'll show me the same respect, that you might not agree with me, you might not like it in the moment, but appreciate that I am showing you the respect, to say it to your face, to be honest with you and be like, ah, shit, maybe I am being an asshole. Maybe I do need to, cut it in gear. And that's how you keep yourself in check. And that's how you get, you stay loved by people because you don't take yourself too seriously. You don't let your ego get a hold of you. So many people feel like, I can't say I was wrong and stuff like that. It's from my previous conversation. But that applies to love too, and because you're going to have issues with people that you love. And it takes being able to have those honest conversations. It takes putting yourself in check. To find people you love through friends and, partners and stuff like that. And that's how you're able to stay, and have a healthy relationship with people. Being able to communicate and be able to say you were wrong and, being able to observe and see when people are in the shit, I can't say it enough that a lot of times just people can't do those things. And the inability, the fear to do those things, not being good at those things and not willing to step out of the comfort zone, it's a dangerous thing. So if you want to be loved, you want to have people that will support you and be with you, those are things that I'd recommend you employ. At the end of the day, I say to myself every single day, am I doing everything I need to do? Am I being the person I want to be? Am I ready to die? And the answer is yes. I don't have any regrets. I throw myself wholeheartedly, my love, my energy, my compassion into people, and it's honest. I think a whole lot of thing with love goes with communication and being honest with people. And that's how you find truly, a click with people. At the end of the day, the way I think of it is eventually I will be on a hospital bed and I'll be dying, right? And it takes showing people love and compassion through my entire life that is going to show whether I did enough to hopefully have people when I'm scared and alone in a moment like that hopefully somebody will be there with me, and hopefully I treated people right through my life, to experience that. So I'm happy you spent 10 minutes with me. I know it goes by quick, right? We have our conversations, but it goes by quick. I got COVID, can't eat shit, can't taste anything, so I thought I'd spend 10 minutes with you and have a good conversation. So hopefully it resonates with you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully something's going on here, and have a good day.